Welcome to the channel. We're doing another episode of Puzzles and Dragons 101. This has been a long time coming because I haven't gotten to it like at all in a long time. So I want to do it now. So this will be a video about where to find the different dragons for those who want to do a series about it or something. And then I'll do breakdown videos for each dragon set so you know like what you're working with each group because they are very interesting in how they work. Because wait, let me collect these rewards. I forget to do these before I start videos. All right. First we will be going to what you do is you go to dungeons, go to stage because we only gonna go through the non the non dungeon ones the ones you can get by just playing the normal stages. And then there's going to be a bonus for the dragon you get when you first start the game because they do give you a beginner team and a free overpowered dragon that basically rolls over a good majority of a good chunk of the beginning of the game. So first we're going to start out with the little colored dragons. You'll first be going to it starts at 3 to 3. This is where you get the little red dragon all the way to 3 to 7, which is how you get the little black dragon. It'll all make sense in a second. Like over here, it'll show you the little black dragon is in that one. Little white dragon is in 3-6. Little green dragon is in 3-5. Little blue dragon is in 3-4. And little red dragon is in 3-3. But if you want to get them sooner, because you can get them sooner, this is like later down the line in a normal dungeon. You can also get them in which one is it? Yeah, okay. There it is. Okay. 1-8 in a normal dungeon. You can get little red dragon. Yeah, 1-8, and then all 1-8 to 1-12, where you get the little black dragon. You can see where this is going. Little red dragon is 1-8. Little blue dragon is 1-9. Little green dragon is 1-10. Little white dragon is 1-11, and little black dragon is 1-12. This is the order they always do it with these dragons: fire, water, wood, light, and then dark. That's how they present every group of them, because that's the order and how they're meant to be seen. Fire, the red one, is the leader, and in all of the groups, the dark attribute one is the antagonist of the groups. With that being said, now we can move on to the other ones. First, then we're gonna go to all the way back to 3. and go to 3-9. I think actually I'm going to just do normal dungeon in this video and then track back to the other ones. So I really want to talk about each one of the ones that come here. So with this one, you get the legendary dragons. The legendary dragons are all named after domains in Greek mythology. First, you have the flame dragon, the ice dragon, the Izil dragon. It's supposed to be the island/idol dragon. Basically Gaia. No, I'm not trying to fight it. Then you have Mecha Dragon of Valhalla, and then Evil Dragon of basically the underworld of Greek mythology. And you get all of these dudes under 3-9 in the normal dungeon. And then I believe you get the Sky Dragons in 3-10. You have the Red Sky Dragon, Blue Sky Dragon, Wood Sky Dragon, Holy Sky Dragon, and Night Sky Dragon. Again, fire, water, wood, light, dark. Then you skip over 12 and over 11 and 12. This is where you get the twin dragons. They're one dungeon. They're both the boss in this one. You go to 313, twin dragon, the water twin dragon, and the fire twin dragon. They have a co-op ability for if you play co-op. It's a thing that some of these monsters have co-op abilities. And those are the ones I want to highlight here. But now we're going to get into the breakdowns. So first we're going to tackle the little colored dragons, which is going to be in this one 1-8 to 112, and then 3-3 to 3-7. So we're going to go to book and then type in Lil right here. First we have Lil Dragon, which this one is the mascot of the game, because he evolves into this guy, the guy you see on a lot of the game art for promotion and stuff like that, the volcano dragon here. So Lil Dragon is actually very important. He's the only Lil Dragon that has his reincarnation and an assist that he can turn into. But it's very hard to do because it takes such specific material that it's basically you work hard for this thing. That's the best way to put it. And that's kind of perfect for the mascot, one of the main mascot dragons. And then you have little blue dragon, which is basically just the water one, as you can see. I'm not gonna show you all this. We have other ones to get to. But yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to say the gimmick. Let me go back to the gimmick for these guys, for the little dragons, is attribute boosting, like damage reducing. That's basically like this. Theirs is damage reducing, all but their reincarnated forms, which is stat boosting. That tends to be their thing, reducing damage until they get reincarnated and do stat boosting instead. See, like first you go to this version of him, he reduces water damage and he's a water type. But then when he's reincarnated, he doesn't reduce. He does stat boosting. And that's going to be a trend with all of these little guys. And then we have little green dragon, the wood one. And then, so we have this version, he becomes earth dragon. He reduces wood attribute. The only reason I said I'm pretty sure that they made these basic because these are beginner dragons. Pretty sure they don't want to throw you to more powerful groups just yet. That comes later. And then when you get it incarnated, he does stat boosting. Then we have little white dragon. Personally, my favorite, the holy one, because he turns into this thing, the holy dragon, one of the variants of the holy dragons. And then in reincarnated, he gets a stat boosting ability, and as you can guess, his previous forms reduces light damage. And then we have little black dragon. And as I said before, these guys are the dark attributes in every group tend to be the villains aspect of each dragon group. And it shows with his evolutions, he becomes the devil dragon and reduces dark damage. And then just like the rest of them, his reincarnated form is of stat boosting, significant stat boosting. I'm gonna throw in a little wrench here because I also want to go over the beginner dragons that you choose when you start the game. I should have threw this in earlier, but let me go to them real quick. We'll see more of that group later. There's the toy dragons. If you want to learn more about these guys, by the way, I have a whole series that I did. A whole bunch of hours worth of content for it too. But the beginner dragons, which is Tyra, the fire. Basically, this is like the whole fire, water, wood beginners that you choose from when you first start the game. I always choose the water one. It's my favorite one. But you can choose from Tyra when you Tyra. Plessy. And Brachy. And these are the beginners. Of course, I already have their fully evolved, and just gonna kind of plug myself in here. This right here I'm showing you is the YouTube team I used during my little series. I'll be putting that in the comment section with the link to the rest of the the Puzzles Dragons 101 series. And then I'll go back to Tyra because they all have a little bean form. Like when you get these like as gifts from like other players, they'll come in these bean forms instead. And I just find that kind of cute. They like look like little plushies. So let me go close my door real quick. Man. Back. Okay. So now we got that out of the way. I should have started with those if I'm being honest. Now we will get to the legends. Yes, legends. Let me see what to look up for these guys. Just look up dragon. Okay. Monster book. Just dragon. It's gonna take a minute. Look, give me a second. Hold up. Oh, shoot, they're right here. I'm sorry. They're right here. Okay. First we have Flame Dragon. Like I said, these guys are based off of the different realms of Greek of like mythology and Greek mythology and stuff like that. So I might not be able to pronounce all these names, but you may know how to pronounce it. They all have a upgraded form. His is this one. And theirs is completely just damage reduction of their own attribute. Kind of like the variants, the forms of the little dragons before they become before they get reincarnated, before you reincarnate them in their reincarnated forms. So their whole thing is strictly just damage reduction. I don't really see them as useful unless you want to make them as backups or just you missing a damage. You don't want to reduce damage for your team. Not really worth using them as much as the little dragons. Little dragons do a lot more personally. Then you have the ice dragon here. His upgraded form looks mad cool. Like looking like a Monsuno type monster. Just kind of cool. Then we have this one, Yggdrasil. Yggdrasil. He's supposed to be Yggdrasil. And how I mentioned Gaia, his upgraded form is straight up Gaia. So he represents two different things, Gaia and Yggdrasil. And then we have Mecha Dragon of Valhalla. Then he becomes Cyber Dragon of Valhalla. And if you know why they made him mechanical, it's because Valhalla was seen as more of a warring state type deal. So they kind of made a machine dragon with blades. And yes, these guys are equipable to other monsters. So when I say they're not as useful. I say they're best used in their first forms as this, as assists than anything else. I might even make a team using these beginners because the Sky Dragons and these dudes work so well together as a team. It's crazy, honestly. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. At the end of this series, at the end of this portion of the series, I'm gonna do that. And then the last one is the Evil Dragon. And then, of course, like he's the evil one of the group, the evil creepy one. I love his design, by the way. It's just so menacing, but there's warmth to it, but it's still extremely menacing. But due to the art style, it looks like he's just coming to grab you and take you to a mystical world or something, which is kind of valid because the whole point is he grabs you and takes you to the underworld. That's his whole theming here. Okay, now we get to the last, I think the last two? Yeah. Not the legendaries. Sky Dragons. Now we get to these guys here. There we go. Sky Dragons. Beautiful. Then the Sky Dragons are like they are like attack boosters for their attribute. This is so as like these dudes are the attackers, and the legendary dragons or the mythology dragons. That's what I like to call them because that I really wish they just called them mythology dragons. Go together so well because equip the mythology dragons to these dudes, they become way more powerful than you would think they would be. But they all have upgraded forms, and they all become they gain the secondary attribute of their weakness, which basically covers them completely for a good chunk. But they get double, but they become double to weak to a certain attribute to one to like what to like to light and dark. Because how the game works is like everything is weak to light and dark to a degree. The only things that's double weak to light and dark is, well, monsters with their attribute and the attribute that beats them, and light for dark and dark for light. So yeah, dark and light monsters can still beat the crap out of monsters that cover their own weakness. Unless especially if they have a third attribute of light or dark, it makes it worse. So you got to be careful with that. Then you get the Blue Sky Dragon, which is Omega Blue Sky Dragon as his upgraded form. Very cool. I don't know why, but those water attribute designs are just my cup of tea. And I love the inclusion of a venomous purple. And unlike the other groups that I showed you so far, all of these guys are evil. Lore-wise, these guys are especially evil. So they're all massively creepy and crazy, doing their own thing, going berserk all the time. So that's why their eyes glow. And then we get the Wood Sky Dragon. Then he becomes this terrifying forest fire inducing thing. Then you get the Holy Sky Dragon, which becomes this divine punishment looking deal. I love the inclusion of green on this. I do. It's like a little tint of green here and there to add that chaotic nature look. I can't tell you how much I love the art style, man. He is one of the best. Cause you know how I said they become double weak when they cover their own weakness. Well, this dude is weak to both light and dark, being a light and dark monster, but because of this, he's actually the strongest because he's already neutral to the other, to like fire, wood, and water. So now he becomes neutral to light and dark. So that's kind of boss. I'm not gonna lie to you. And of course, being him being the dark one, but now he has the holy aspect to him. He's still the most evil of the group, even off the design alone. If anything, whenever I look at these dudes, they remind me of if you played the Bakugan game, which I've loved that game so much, Leonidas, he's the epitome of what these dudes feel like to me. They even have Omega at the beginning of their names once you evolve them, just like Omega Leomon in the game. But these guys always reminded me of Omega Leomon. Yeah, this is funny, really funny. But yeah. So that's gonna be the end of. No, wait, hold up. I'm forgetting. I forget these guys exist because they're like only 2 of them. There is like single ones that aren't in groups, but we're not tackling those because if you want to find them, they're in there in between these guys. The twin dragons, the twins. Yes, the twins. Oh man. These guys are amazing in co-op play. If you have you and the person you co-op with played each of one of these guys, you will have a better chance of winning in most co-op based dungeons, like co-op dungeons. First, we have the water one. And then he evolves into Icewing Twin Dragon King. These guys are some of the kings of the dragons. That's why, even if they're not groups, they're still the same one and the same monster. They separated them. I really hope they make a card where they have both of them on one card and just combine their ability. That would be kind of cool to me, like a fire water, just a combined one. That would be fire, man. But see, there's multi-boost. Increases monster stats when playing with another player. This right here is the co-op boost. That's why I said these guys are awesome in co-op, but otherwise and especially their skill, which is switching leaders. We'll touch on this one when we get to a certain other group in this game. But we not getting on that right just yet. But then these guys are very good with co-op. And obviously they have nothing. They don't really have much in this form. They're just little dragons. You gotta evolve them to get the most out of them. And then his brother, the fire one, and if you kind of figured it out, they're based off the two ogres in the ogre tale, the blue and red ogre. That's their origin here. Then he's the second king, the other half of the twin dragon kings. And just like his brother, he has multi-boost and a switch with the leader monster ability skill. And their whole leader skill is, by the way, you put these on the same team. Like one is the leader and one is the assist. So you can basically switch them out mid-battle. So you still get you can use their ability and get the skill off and stuff like that. Them to switch places constantly throughout the fight. Because I noticed, because I have had a team with them on it and they are amazing at it. If you can figure out how to make them work together in a team and then give them some support, these guys are boss. Other than that, they're very situational. But yeah, those were the thing. That was it for this video. There's more coming out today. So there's more coming out today. So look forward to it, I guess. Other than that, have yourselves a wonderful day and peace. Welcome to episode 2 or part 2 of the many dragons you'll find in Puzzles and Dragons. And if you haven't seen episode 1, well, go look at it. They're all the rulers set right there. We're gonna jump straight into it though. Today, this episode or part, we're going to go to the tacticals because that's where the rest of them are. Today we will be doing the Mythic Stone, the toy, and the mech dragons. Unlike in the other one where there was a mecha, this one is the mech dragons. To go here, we need to to get to the dragons part, we need to go to 211. The mythic dragons are basically based off of rhinestones. There's the blue stone dragon. Not again. I'm not trying to play this game right now. Green stone. The scarlet. The purple stone dragon. And the rainbow stone dragon. As you find those in 211. And from 2-1, 2-2-5, you will find the toy dragons. You can get the dark one in 2-1. The dark, the wood and the water one in 2-2 and 3-2. No, the dark one in 3-1. Yeah, and the wood one and the water one in 3-2. The water one and the fire one in 3-3. The fire one and the wood one in 3-4. And the wood one and the water one in 3-5. And then we have the other one. Then we skip over a lot of 3 because the rest of it aren't dragons. And once we get to the EX stuff, this is where we get the rest of the dragons. I think should I? No, let's do the mech dragons now. Let's introduce to this EX stuff. EX11 gives us the mech dragons based off machinery, baby. So the fire mech dragon, the ice mech dragon, the wind mech dragon. These are based off elements and other aspects. Noble mech dragon and I'll say it when I get there, but the dark mech dragon is here. Now with that being said, let's get to the descriptions. Okay. The mythic stones first. Look up the word stone. And there you have it. There we go. These guys are all about are unlike the ones from previous. This is the first group where they do not cover their own weakness. It's more like the best aspect of the element that best boosts their own attribute. So for fire, it would be light. They do not have, and this is what I meant by with the twin dragons in the last episode. We'll get back to the switching places with leaders monsters. This is them. These guys are the ones that you put in a team with the twin dragons because, well, let's just say they do a lot of the heavy lifting on the more damage dealing end for those guys. And you can also switch into these guys to take hits when if the element isn't water or fire, if you put them on a team with them. And their whole gimmick is reducing damage. And being that they don't evolve into anything, they're baseline pointless unless you want to fill out a team. These are my least favorites. I wish they did more with the mythic dragon, with the mythic stone dragons. Then we have the blue stone dragon. Very cool design. I actually kind of like the fact that they gave him a bit of the design from the Mecha Dragon from the other set. The green stone, very nature looking. And then we have the light one, which is actually, I like the design because it looks very noble, knight-like, amazing looking. Then we have the last one, which is the purple one. My gosh darn favorite. Oh my gosh, bro. Look at this design. The purple on the red with the gold outlines, with the fire around it, and then the like gray textures for the belly. That is a beautiful. As a character designer, this right here, oh, I love it. And the blue eyes to match. It is amazing. It's amazing. Not the best typing though, because he basically get beaten out by a good majority of the monsters in the game, because a lot of the monsters are either water, light, or fire. He's neutral to one, but the other two beat him into the ground, being a dark fire. He's like the Hisuian Growlithe in the game. One of the Hisuian Growliths. Oh my gosh. I don't know why they did that to my boy. I don't know why they did it to him. And then we have 3, 1, 2, 3, 5. This is very easy. I know exactly. They all begin with toy. The toy dragons. These guys look like plushies, and I want them as plushies. I do want them as plushies. Oh, this is gonna be another one of them searching this at search thing, isn't it? Okay. Give me a minute. No, what do you guys have in common name-wise? You know what? This is what we're gonna do. This is how we're gonna do it. I have no clue where these guys are. Wait, give me 2 more seconds. There's no common name for these guys, so they get lost in the soup, man. It's kind of sad though. All right, you know what? We not doing this today. How far down are these things? I did not recognize how hard it is to find these dudes at all. Like, this means I have to do the one thing I didn't want to do. Individual searching. Okay. Okay, game. I'll do it. I'll do it. First, the blaze. Draw. All right. Here now. Yay. Okay. Draw is a toy dragon. The reason they're called the toy dragons is because they're like stuffed animals. They have full on stages. These guys, I believe, work just like little dragons. They have a reduced damage aspect, a reduced damage type gimmick until they get reincarnated. No, they are full reduced damage. Okay. But better actually. Cause after reincarnation and into like this, their super reincarnation is where it's at, to be honest. These dudes are full on reduced damage. I never actually noticed that because I typically just evolve them, throw them on a team to finish a dungeon, and then disband a team again. So I never really knew, I never got them this far really. I got here and then didn't go further. So they're super reincarnations. And I love the animations, by the way. They look fire. It's mad fire, man. Kind of fit to here because we're looking at the fire one. Yeah. And then you go to the next one. Which one is it? Which one is this? Here we go. Shardra, the water one. Again, we already know I'm gonna like this one, so I'm not going. This is the gushing over a water attribute designs. It's just my thing. I love them so much. But that being said, I don't really care for this design. It's not like it's cool. It's really cool. I just don't do the fish designs because now we talking about a super reincarnated form. It's cool, but like there's so many fish designs at this point in all of media that there's cool ones, there's super cool ones. You can go anywhere with a fish design, but this one isn't my favorite water because Plesio kind of takes the cake. Plesio is one of the monsters from the other one. But otherwise, and he is a megalodon, so it should be expected. But I've drawn so many megalodons. Being a monster artist, I guess I've come to terms with the fact that megalodon designs are just very cool or hit or miss. Yeah. But that was the water one. I'm trying to do these in order like they normally would. Though fire, water, wood. You know what I mean. Toy Tops. For those who've seen the anime, this one of the main characters uses for Toy Tops. You'll see what a for Toy Tops is in a second. Toy Tops. Very, very cool. I love the other thing that made them toy dragons is not just their little button, like dress me up aspect to them that maybe you want to hug them, but they're based off dinosaurs. The fire one was a T-Rex. The water one was a megalodon. This is for Toy Tops. His awakened form, and this is his super reincarnation. This is his ultimate evolution for Toy Tops. This is the one that one of the main characters in the anime used. Very, very cool. I love for Toy Tops. It's so colorful and festival-like that it just says crazy. They all festival aspect. They're all festival in this in the ultimate evolution form. But I still say this one is like one of the best ones out of the toy dragons. And then we go to light. Yes. I believe it's this one. No. Which one is it? Oh, crap. Is the angel the beautiful one, the most beautiful looking one, not here? Green. Wow, I did not notice. Okay. I guess we're just going to go see if I have her in my box, cuz I do not see her. Let's go to my box for this one. Cause I do not see her in there. Oh, there you are. I don't know why they don't let you get her. But yeah, she's in floating around in those dungeons, but they didn't give her a boss level. But Fairleo, Fairlio is the female of the group. Like the very visually female one. Like this is one of the few dragons best visually female. And I love the cuteness of it. And she's like supposed to be like fairy tales and like the Eve of like she's supposed to be like carrying the apple of Eve from Adam and Eve is, and it gets golden as she evolve and she in her forms. Yeah, and this is her super reincarnated animation / form. It's kind of cute, very cute. Not gonna lie to you. And this is her actual ultimate evolution form. Man, I just love her design, man. It is the second best one for Toy Tops only because I like Triceratops. This is one of my favorite dinosaurs. Like one of my favorite. But I don't even know. She's a sacred dragon beast. Like she's supposed to be like sacred level, right? So I don't really know where the dinosaur is in her. Like the rest of them are dinosaurs. It's kind of funny, but she's not. She's like fairy tales and stuff. It's kind of cool. Now that I've got to show her, because like man, I was like I could not find her anywhere. Then we finally have this one right here. He is my third. Like he's on the same level as her. Like he's also in second place for the best toy dragons. This one, he is my second favorite as well, like equal to her. Like it's funny, the light and dark one are they in the same rank, but bro, he's also one of the faces of the game. Funny enough. So unlike the other ones, he gets more evolutions than the rest. He gets an assist as well on top of reincarnation. Mind you, a very cool one because he is a Joker. Unlike her, the pure Eve energy that the other one gives, He is full on Joker, full on villain. You can see it in his super reincarnated form. Just look at how like space and time and I'll eat your galaxy energy, man. Like, and then his ultimate evolution form, which is Boss. Oh my gosh, bro. It is fire. And his clown assistants on his back. And by the way, the dragon, these dragons, he shows you what these are. They aren't. Their bodies are in their like. Unlike the rest of them, his body is not the dragon. The dragon is more of a disguise. The face, he's actually in the costume for this one. It's so funny because the other ones, like the other ones actually are themselves. This dude is in a costume. So he is technically a toy dragon, but in visuals alone, I really wish they made an evolution for him of this specific one out of the costume and show us what the shadowy figure inside really looks like. That would be so cool. That's always been a thought in my head, man. But now I had to search. This video is a bit longer than I wanted it to be. So let's just get to the mech dragons now, huh? Now shall we? The mech dragons. This will be easy because they all have a common name. They're all scattered everywhere. And these guys also do not have evolutions, but they have a way better HP and attack stat than the mythic stone dragons had. So that's an improvement. Again, I feel like these guys also deserve one. Also deserve an evolution. I feel like all the dragons that have groups deserve an evolution, but these guys also need one at some point. And their whole thing is attack boosting specifically, nothing else. And then we have let me make sure that was one of them because I don't want to be showing false stuff. Okay, no. That was not one of them. Okay. Okay. This mech dragon. See, there's a whole bunch of mech dragons in other classes that you might get confused which ones are mech dragons and which ones aren't. But this is the water mech dragon. This Tauros fin Tauros looking thing that looked like it came out of the Percy Jackson movie. The Minotaur creature from the Percy Jackson movie, Sea of Monsters. That one, that's what this dude looks like. It's kind of cool. I love it. And of course, we all know by now I mentioned purple a lot. I love myself some purple. So I'm a bit biased here, but I love the design. I love it. The use of purple alone is good enough for me. I believe that was Ice, and he is the wood one. I love his design, not because of how it looks. It's because it stands on the design principle. It is a wind machine based dragon. That's it. So giving it the little wind swishes on the hand, like it's the energy coming off the hands, is phenomenal. Then we have the noble one, kind of like the Eve looking dragon from the toy dragons. This one looks absolutely knightly. Like this one would be the knight to her princess from the earlier. That right there. That's a boss design. That right there. And his attribute is thunder. You can tell by the hands and the way they drew it, which is perfect, especially with the name Noble. Kind of like giving off Zeus vibes. It's kind of cool. It's wrong one. This good. Annihilate Mech Dragon. And he is the pinnacle of the statement in the series. The dark attribute one is always the villain in all these groups. If they aren't bad, it aren't the bad types. And he's the one that popped up earlier. Is his evolution. He's the only one with an evolution, which makes sense. He becomes like the combination of all the 5 mech dragons in one, and he has an aspect of each one or on his body. It's super cool. They even made him necessary to evolve certain monsters. You need his egg form to evolve certain monsters, so you do need to grind him out for certain characters. Brother, just top tier. With that being said, we've done all of the dragons I want to do for this one. Like, comment, or subscribe. I will be pitting the link to the rest of the Puzzles and Dragons 101 series in the comments. Have yourselves a nice day, and peace. Welcome to part 3 or episode 3 of the Dragons and Puzzles and Dragons. Okay. So now that we did EX last time, I need to fix something I said earlier in the one of the other ones. The dark one isn't the dark attribute Mech Dragon isn't the only one that can evolve. I forgot that the wind one is his counterpart, so I kind of just forgot he could also evolve. So to correct that, yeah. So he can turn into a variant that resembles all 5 of the Mech Dragons. Their whole motif is Megazord. Anyway, I'm just making sure I clarify this. So just go to stage and go to technical. Okay. Next, we will be doing the one I use a lot. And I believe from here on out, we're going to be doing 4 at a time, now that we're done with the little babies. Little baby mons. Now we on the EXs, so this is going to go much faster. So 1, 2 is the Ancients, which as of during the year, they got themselves evolutions. Yay! A group of dragons that deserve to finally evolve. We got the Ancient Fire, ancient water, ancient wood, ancient light, and ancient dark dragon. And then now we also have the war dragons, also known as the samurai. The fire samurai, water samurai, wood samurai, light samurai, and dark samurai dragon. And then we got an all ladies group here. Dragon Knight of the Sanctuary. The Scorched Lord, the Scorched Land Dragon Knight. The Hidden Sea Dragon Knight. The Heavenly Wind Dragon Knight. Holy Hour Dragon Knight. And Shadow Moon Dragon Knight. And then we go to Mystic Dragons, but these dragons aren't the Mystic Dragons. These are the Mystic Dragons of historic sites. We have the blue, we have the fire mystic, the water mystic, the wood mystic, the light and the dark. They're based off artifacts, so I'm gonna get into and time periods, so I'll get into that when I get to them. But first we will do ancient, which is this one. Oh, let me take a tea break before we do that. I just made myself some tea. For those who know, I do this stuff in one go. I'm doing this in one go, back-to-back episodes, baby. I need some tea. Oh, my voice is hurting. Good. Okay. Ancient. Nope, they all separated. We gonna do this again, huh? Ancient Fire Dragon. I have a whole team of this specifically, so these are the matured versions of them. That's what the evolutions are called, the matured versions. These came out when they added the aging attribute, the aging awaken. They all have aging on them. They're all about attack combos. Even in their evolved forms, it's a better version of attack combos. Plus, they get the ability to mega boost HP for your team. So they're good leaders if you want to use them that way. I loved all these evolutions. Their matured forms just look amazing. Then we have their water one. And the matured version, oh my gosh. I didn't know this was a peacock or like a fanciful bird. I knew it was a bird, but I didn't know what they was going for with the first form. When this came out, I was like, bro, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Nope, don't show that first, man. Don't. You gotta tease them. All right, here we go. The ancient wood dragon evolves into this beast. Oh my gosh. And you'll notice these guys get a secondary attribute to what they're strongest against, actually. Not what they're weak against, but what they're strongest against. Meaning they become way less affected by what they're strongest against. So they basically can beat down their attribute opposite. It's kind of cool. The light ancient. And the other thing is their skills all they have a united skill as well. These dudes, they are all about mass attacking with their main attribute. Brother, this thing is on the level of Fenrir designs. Brother, this right here is goated. The artwork to make this thing look furious and just downright disgustingly badass, bro. Can I say that? Whatever. Bro, that right there is just amazing. And then we get to him. Bro, I don't know how they did it. They made this old age looking dragon look cooler than it already did. Like, this is why I say those dragon groups that don't have evolutions need them. They need them. This right here is just downright amazing, man. I'll give compliments to all these evolutions. They are just wow, bro. Just wow. Oh my gosh, man. We gotta move on, I know, but whoo, that right there. They did justice for them, bro. Another tea break. All right, now to the warlord dragons or samurai by name. These samurai, I believe one or two of these guys evolve. I don't remember. Oh yeah, one of them does, because I'm one of my main teams use him. Yeah. This is a fire samurai, and they're based off shogunate like names, so I can't pronounce them. Well, not most of them. And their whole thing is giving attack to their secondary typing. Typing is that right there, like dragon physical stuff. So they give massive attack. It's like beginner attack boosting for their attribute and their type, monster type. And I believe they all have a killer on them. Like, this is a double killer right here. Yeah, they all have a killer. They all have a very strong affinity to take out one different type. This one is a god killer and boost attack for water and attackers. I'm not saying much because I already made my peace with that last video, and I talked about ones that don't evolve. He needs one. Just saying. A dragon killer, so he basically attacks his own kind. He attacks the boost. He boosts the attack of wood and attackers. Machine killer. This one adds attack to light and physical. This one, yeah. So one of them do actually evolve. Okay. This one is very badass. I'm not gonna lie to you. He is just so cool. And he is now this one I know. He is supposed to be the dragon version of Nobunaga. And it shows more with this one. His evolution is so freaking cool. But just like with that one I mentioned earlier in the previous episode or part, he has a massive weakness to light and water. So you have to be careful using him. He does not have a killer like the killer awaken like the rest of them, because he doesn't need one. He evolves unlike the rest of them. But yeah, that's the samurais down. Now to the ladies, the Dragon Knights. I do believe they evolve. I don't know if these are some of the ones that don't evolve yet. Which one is it? There we go. Scorched Lands. Dragon Knight. These are the beautiful ladies dressed in come from different cultures. She is Aztecian, and their thing is their whole gimmick is giving attack to both of their typing. So she can give attack to dragons and healers. So she can give double boost attack to herself because she is both a dragon and a healer. Bad that she doesn't have an evolution, but they do show she has a variant up here. But it's a New Year's variant. You can only discern a New Year's event. And then we have her. She is not even worth playing with because do you see the awakens? Unless you really want to play with these beautiful ladies, you're not getting much out of them. Just saying. Just saying. Okay. Yeah, we have the Hidden Sea right here. Hidden Sea Dragon Knight. And she gives attack to dragons and balanced. And then the heavenly. Oh, yeah, she evolves. Awesome. Okay. Heavenly Wind Dragon Knight Ishtar. And the other one was Egyptian. This one was Egyptian. I remembered I said the red one was Aztecian. This one is all about gladiators. And she has a evolution Wind Rider form. Amazing design. I love that her evolution is a more grown-up version of herself. I wish the other ones had one. Yes, I will continue to say this. But yeah. Her thing is giving this her evolution. Her previous form only gives attack, but her evolution gives HP and attack to dragons and physicals. Holy Hour Dragon Knight. Jonah D. Arc. If you don't know what that name resembles, I don't know what to tell you. She's the Lady Knight from history. And her attack, she doubles attack for dragons and attackers. Awesome. She doesn't evolve, so I have nothing else to say about her. And then we have the Chinese. You had to throw in something in there. Japanese, China, I forget the difference. They both have dragons, but they resemble the dragon symbolism in China versus Japanese is totally different, but hard for me to remember differences all the sometimes. So I'll just say both for time being. But Shadow Moon Night Dragon, and she's pure dark, meaning she's only weak to light, which is good. The fire dark combo needs to be addressed. I'm glad. And she has red, so I'm happy they didn't give her the fire aspect too, because she would have had the same problem as the other fire dark cards. And she gives attack to dragon and balanced. Now we get to the last one I mentioned, which is the Mystics. I think I got one more sip of tea left. Kinda. All right, I'm back. Now, we got the Mythics, also known as the Ancient Sight dragons. This is Stone Pillar. I forget the name of this artifact. It's the basically it's just a bunch of ruins, building ruins from ancient time. That's what he resembles. I literally forget which one it is. These guys also have the killer gimmick, and they have the killer and switch with leader gimmick. But their leader skill is very situational, because unlike the others, they're held back by the fact that these guys have a thing where they only give more attack if the HP is 50% or less, meaning you have to put yourself at risk using them. Which, is that your cup of tea? Risky gameplay? Hey, do what you gotta do, homeboy. Okay, we have Healer Killer right here. Okay, and this mech dragon belongs to them. Wow, I thought that that was their gimmick. No, it isn't. Oh crap. Well, he's the only one that has it. Well, they still this one is actually oh no. Oh yeah. This the evolving one. That's why. That's why it's so weak right now. Okay. This one has the in the first form it sticks with the switching with leaders gimmick and the attack boosting at a certain health percentage, but this one is if you're dead dying because it's 5% or less health. Why would you ever want to go that far for a leader skill? I don't know. And then just like the other mech dragons, it kind of carries over here. He gains aspects of all the different mythics or ancient site dragons on his body. So it's good they kind of kept it going with the another mech dragon from a different group. But he drops the mech dragon thing and becomes pendant dragon, basically. And like here I have all the artifacts type deal. And his skill and leader skill don't change. I believe after him, they all have a killer. I know these guys have a killer thing going on. No? Oh wow. They're all different. I mean, I don't really pay attention to these guys much because like I said, they need something. They do need something. The ones that are kind of pointless and useless. Good in the beginners as a beginner, but you'll find out you need much stronger monsters to play this game properly. And his is that you can get attack if the HP is full. Okay. Now I'm discovering like anyone watching this portion. So you telling me these guys have give attack at different percentages. So you need to use these guys on the same team to make this work. And I see how you play with these guys now. You switch the leaders based on where the HP is at to get the attack boost. That has to be one of the most annoying things ever. Never playing with these guys. No. No wonder I used them as material. And then, unlike the other groups, I'll be honest with you, the dark one isn't the evil one. But this one is based off the I know this artifact. Now, I already know this one. The crystal skull thing, that's what this is based off of. And just like his water brethren, he is the evil. He is unlike I said, unlike the other groups, the light one is the evil of the group. And he is the also a pendant dragon. But he doesn't collect all of the artifacts. He absorbs the artifacts to become rainbow colored. Okay, let's see the difference. Okay, he reduces damage. Just straight up reduces damage. I want to know how much though. And his leader skill evolves into half damage when HP is at 50% or less. Okay, now I could work with this. 50% I can heal back from it after I use his ability. And then we get to the dark one. And see, this is why I said he's not the evil one. He's more of the hero of the story with these guys, because he's about astrology and stars and like the 12 the continents. He actually leads into a different group altogether called the Metallic Star, the Metallic Star dragons. He's like the head honcho of the Metallic Star dragons, but they're like at least 2 videos away. So yeah, I'm gonna bring him up again when we get there. But yeah, his thing is greatly reduces damage when HP is full. So with him, you make him a assist, not a leader on the team. Because when HP is full, this dude can just reduce damage better than the rest of them can. But that's all I have for you with this part. We got 2 more parts to go. Let's go. Okay. Hope you have a good day. And hope you enjoyed the video. And peace. Okay, welcome to the 4th part or episode of the dragons you'll find in Puzzles and Dragons. So today we will be doing whenever it wants to. Okay. Whatever. We will be doing the pirates, the flowers, the insects, and the cat dragons. You can find the pirates at 1-6. You got the red pirate dragon, the blue, the green, the gold, and the black pirate dragon. And then you go to 1-7. You get the flower dragons. You get the red, the blue, the green, the orange, and the purple. And then you get the insect dragons, the flame, the water, the earth, the light, and the dark insect dragon. Then my favorite, because I say a lot, but I am a cat person. I love cats. I don't mind dogs, but I like cats. The fire cat dragon, the water cat dragon, the wood cat dragon, the light cat dragon, dark cat dragon. You see that metallic star? That's going to be the start. And the start of the final episode, which is the next part. But we're going to go to the pirates first. So let's go to the pirates. Okay. I don't know what that's about, but I'll look at it later before I do the next part. First, we got the red pirate. So these guys are the opposite of the mythic. You know how the mythic was like 50% or less? These guys are, and it's instead of health, it's like just like the same, like it's like the gym. It's the attack thing going on, but less attack boost. But the attack boost comes when you have that percentage or more, which is actually better than less. So you can be higher than that. As for how I feel, I might as well say it. I keep repeating this. Why do they not have evolution? Well, these guys actually don't need evolution. Appearance wise, yes, appearance wise, they don't need evolution. Power wise, yes, they could do an upgrade. I believe one or two. I know not all of the groups have evolving Mons cards, but I believe this one of the groups with one or two, because they got better at giving them evolutions down the line. But anyway, back to what I was saying about him. He is the cannoner of the group, so it makes sense. And then we have Milady, the pirate princess role on the crew. And her whole thing is basically, since she's a pirate, she gets privileges. She's all about rainbow teams because she has guard break on her and this. So, and I'm going to tell you right now, use her on rainbow teams. Yes, I'll say she's one of the few that is okay where she's at, because on a rainbow water team, she does a lot of stuff. She does so much for the team that you will miss you missing out on getting her on the team. I am just saying. And her thing is 2.5 times attack for water attributes. And yes, she gets this without the percentage thing, but the health thing still is attached to percentage like the rest of her crew. So, and then also the 2.5 is for a HP. But if HP, never mind. I misread that. She's just, the leader skill is just as bad, but still her skill and her awakens are way better than the rest. So, but she has a 50% thing too. Attack if her HP is at 50% or more. Again, the more thing is better than the less thing. Then we have the green one, the captain of the crew. I think they all have, oh crap, they all like this. I use these dudes, but I never really understood how to use them, so I stitched these guys, but they're actually pretty lethal. So he has the, now I'm reading their skills, they also have the reduced damage for 1 turn. So they have the reduced damage and at more attack at 50% or more package. All of them have that skill, leader skill package. Okay. I like his design too. He get a little golden throne. It's kind of fire. So let me get this straight. He's the marksman. She's the princess. You can tell they put the awakens and abilities based on where their positions are on the crew. He's the captain. And that would make these two the duo squad that get things done. Okay, okay. I'm liking this. I see so many stories they could do in this game with these guys. I really hope they take these dragons and make stories for them. That would be awesome. Really cool if they did, man. It really would be cool if they did. But and I love these two, bro. And they have complementary outfits and colors, bro. And it would be cool. It'd be better if that green one is like the captain's wife, and I'm pretty sure that's Anne and that's Mary. The green one is Anne, and the redhead is Mary, and the redhead is his daughter or their adopted daughter. That would be kind of fire if that was a story. And of course, we gotta have the black beard of any pirate thing going on. So we also have the black beard, the black sheep and the enemy of the crew of the other four cards. Very well done. I really like. I'm putting stories together. I don't even know if it's canon. But I really hope what I'm saying is canon, man. I really do, because they sound like these would make some super cool stories, man. Now, if I made a wiki, it would be about this game, because I can make so many head canons about this game. I already do anyway. All right. Well, that was the pirates. Let's get on to the next one. Wait, before I get to the pirates. Wait, hold up. What? I know that she isn't. This one might not be part of it. But what if this is the kid version of Black Pirate? Because he doesn't evolve or have a pre-evolution. But this could have been his pre-evolution. I'm not gonna lie. The possibilities. No way. Oh, we're gonna explore now. I'm sorry. We're gonna explore. But we actually done once I introduced him. Like, okay, so the kid, so these are the part. This one, this one, this one, and this one. But I'm exploring real quick. So in this one, so you mean they have a story here? This could have been the pre-evolution for him, and she could have been the pre-evolution for her. Oh man, the possibilities, the wasted potential, bro. The wasted potential. Okay. Now to the flower dragons. Telling you what, doing this series is also helping me learn a bit about the game, more about the game too. Telling you, we all learn here. We all learn around here. So I was right. All of those guys are non-evolution types. They are very stuck to playing them in one team, because I can see how they operate. They operate as one crew. The red flower dragon, based on the rose. And this gives attack to fire and dragons. I'm just gonna rush through these, all but this one. All but this one. So this one is the evolver, and one of the best assists in the game comes from this one. And it has a very long leader skill, because just a look at, they really put a lot of effort into this one. This dragon right here, that's the second form, right? The actual flower dragon, but but let's get to the second form. She not only has a second form, no, she also has an assist form based off her second form that looks just as gorgeous as that one. And this assist is one of the best ones in the game. If you put this one on the Princess Pirate that we saw earlier, bro, I did it before. They make one of, if not the best freaking combinations ever. It's not award winning now, but it is very, very good. All right, then we got ourselves the green flower dragon. Hers is attack for wood and dragons. I don't know what flower she's based off of, but I'm pretty sure people who know flowers know. And then we had, nope, wrong one. Nope, that's not the wrong one. Okay, cool. Then we have the orange flower dragon. Mixing up the names I see, Gabe. Not holy or white, but orange. This one is based off of a sunflower, obviously. You know what she should do with his evolution if they do give him one? Make him turn into a dandelion. What his specific flower turns into when it goes to basically it dies out and it becomes a dandelion. That's what they should do for him. Yeah. And then we have the last one. We all know I love purple. And this is actually one of my favorite flowers. So it being based off one of my favorite flowers makes it extremely one of my favorite already. An orchid is one of my favorite flowers. And he's based off of orchid. This one is based off of orchid and it's purple. So enough said. This one is attack for dark and dragon. And his is attack for light and dragon. Flowers out of the way now. Thank you. The insect dragons. Point blank is the only ones on the screen. Cool. We have the flame insect dragon based off a mantis. Theirs is attack based on combos of their attribute. The water one based off one of those bugs that skip on the water, a water skipper. It's based off a water skipper. And then we have the earth insect dragon based off a beetle. And then we have the light insect dragon based off a bee, which is very fitting. And then we have the dark insect dragon based off of a butterfly. I had to look at other form because this one evolves. Into this beautiful thing. And very strong, by the way. This thing is still kind of weak compared to other monsters, but telling you, this thing is good. Trust you me. Now we can get to my favorite ones, which you'll brush through because these guys don't have evolutions. They're just cats. And I'll rank them too because this is my favorite group. This one is 4. This is 4 right here. This is in the 4. Their whole thing is like survivability. It's funny enough. They're weak, but they make up for it by having the ability that you may survive on HP if this is the leader or the assist off 0 life. You have a high chance. And they boost and they get an attack boost based off of percentage of health. And it makes, now these guys make sense for having the HP 50 or less, the percent or less type thing, because they save you during battle if you get almost go down. So that's the 4 in design. I picked this one. Let me see. Yeah, I picked this one at 3. Yeah, this one at 3. This one is a 5. It's cool and all, but I'm not really I like the leaves. They look cool, but it's not compared to the other ones. I really don't. I still love it. It's to pieces. Love it to pieces. But it's not as cool as the other ones. Number 2, Big Boy Cat. Big Boy Cat. Just Big Boy Cat. That's all I got to say about that. Big Boy Cat. And of course, my number 1, my baby boy. I want this cat in real life. It looks so menacing, like he's gonna cause trouble and make having him as a pet extremely hard. And be a nuisance to all the neighbors. I love him. But yeah, that's where we're gonna end off there. And then we got one more part left. Let's go. But other than that, hope you have a nice day and peace. Welcome to the last part of technically the last part. There will be one more part, the bonus part. The last part of this series of the dragons, you will find some of the dragons. It's not all of them, but the main dragons you will find in Puzzles and Dragons. So, this is going to be part 5 or episode 5, based on which one you guys want to use. And we are in the metallic stars. So we have to go to EX 110. Wait, hold up. Let me look at something. Yeah, the last part is going to be like wrap up for ones I forgot. Hold up. Let me check a little bit more. Okay. The wrap up will be for the ones I forgot to do, because I see that I should have put the dog one in with the cat dragons. But we'll actually do that, right? We'll do that in this video. Okay, so metallic stars. The metallic stars, you'll find that in 110. And there is a lot of them. Like, a lot of them. Nah, I don't want to. There's 10 of them. Double the amount of the collection. And they are connected to the mech dragons in a very massive way, because their leader is the dark attribute mech dragon. And then the one I forgot, because there's 6 of them and they don't separate them out like the other ones, is the dog dragons. Let me write that down because I forgot. EX111 dog dragons. I just don't see much of these guys, but I see a lot of the cat dragon, not much of the dog dragon. You know, that's a storyline in itself of them doing the dogs versus cats thing. That would be funny. Of course, I would make it one more cat because it'll be 6 against 5, but I don't think that's fair. They're ninja based, so yeah. And then we get to 23227, which is, guess what? The Dragon Emperors. Meaning this is 2-3, where you have the Swift Dragon Emperor, the Star Dragon Emperor at 2-4, the Mighty Dragon Emperor at 2-5, the Frost Dragon Emperor at 2-6, and the Whirlwind Dragon Emperor at 2-7. So, before we get to that, let's talk about let's reference back to the Mystics, or the Mystics, because the leader of the Metallic Stars is in the Mystics. This dude, I mentioned him earlier. Mystic Astro Dragon is the head honcho of the Metallic Stars. Oh, let's get to work, shall we? First, we go to the biggest group. Right on time. There's 2 of each type. I believe. Let me make sure I don't have all of them. Yeah, I think that's all of them. Let me go back and check. I want to make sure I show you all of them to you guys. LL. Okay, I spelt it wrong. That's why. Okay. Yeah, I'm literally trying to make sure because I'm so confused. They don't have any. Water 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Weird that they don't all pop up on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This didn't like all of them. Sorry. Okay. We have Scorpio here. Theirs is just very good. Very good. They give you recovery, and health from machines, I believe. All of them. Yeah, they all have a different aspect. They all give a different aspect of recovery and HP to machines in some type of way. Plus, they have some extra unique ability with their attribute. So Scorpio is a machine dragon. Leo is a machine dragon as well. Yeah, they all machine dragons. And then Pisces. Let me kind of relook at those. I like Scorpio. It's really cool. Leo, each could have been more beastly, but they all have it. They all like chibi versions. So chibi machines that, like I said, that work under that one mystic dragon. So it makes sense. He makes small versions of them. Pisces is perfect. I'm just trying to look for the other face because Pisces is two fishes. Might be the tail as the other fish, I guess. Then we have Cancer, perfect for for a small little Cancer sign there. Virgo, my birth star. Beautiful. It fits the feminine look of Virgo. Capricorn. Amazing Capricorn. They don't have because Capricorn is a goat with a mermaid tail. Pretty good. And I'm not complaining about them not having evolutions because it makes a lot of sense that they don't. Gemini, oh my gosh. I can see the faces on the wings. That's why Gemini is the way it is. I really like the design. It's really cool. It's really creative. Then we have Tauros. Mean looking. Like it will crash into you and not apologize. I love it. And then we have Dark Gemini. Oh, shoot. Now I see why there's 10. They separated some of them. I never read their names. Okay. So Dark Gemini is the dark version of Gemini. Okay. Those aren't faces. Those are just wings. And this one is chained up. That's really cool. And a dark Aries. And this one has feet instead of okay. I see. So this one is the dark version because it goes over the grain of what Aries is. It doesn't have the mermaid tail. It has 2 back feet. While this one has the tail. Okay. I'm liking the comparisons here. I'm liking it. I am. All right. Now we deal with the dragon the dogs. No, the dogs first, because in chronological order you will meet the dogs next. The dog dragons. Not much. I'm honestly not gonna say much because I don't really. Like I said, I don't see these dudes much in the game. I see the cats more. And they're all like, I don't have no clue what I don't know what species they're based off of because I don't really know dog species like I know other animals. But they might educate me. I don't know. We have the fire dog dragon. I'm not gonna lie. Look like one of the heads of Cerberus. And seeing that the water one has the same is from the same breed, by the looks of it, they could combine it to a Cerberus. The water dog dragon is kind of neat. Look like he would be a bulldog to a captain of a pirate ship, especially with that anchor on this chain on his neck. Beautiful. Gentle. Now I know it's based off of Sheba. Not because of the name. I could tell immediately. It's based off of Shiba. I know this species. A Shiba with fairy wings. Simple and easy. And this is don't know. This is the light dog. I like this one a lot, especially with the sun on its forehead and the suns around it. That's like the floating suns around it, or spirit energy. That's really cool. This one is also a Shiba. So the Shiba version got it. The dark form is a Shiba. That's a cool thing. So okay, I think I know. Bulldog, Shiba, whatever this is. Is that a Chin-Pao? That got to be a Chin-Pao dog. Yeah. So I do know a little bit. That's a Shiba. Okay. All right. I have some brains. I'm not that dumb. I'm not that dumb. Wait till I wake up in the morning, then you might have to reevaluate my words. Okay. Now we deal with the dragon. Embers, baby. There we go. The dragon embers. Oh, man. These guys are going to be interesting. They all have evolved forms because obviously they're dragon emperors. Okay, so which one is the original evolution? Yeah, okay. So it's the second one of each one. This is the fire dragon emperor, the mighty dragon emperor. This is I forget. These are based off of like actual medieval dragons, by the way. So I don't know these names. But that's the evolved form. Very nice, if I gotta say so myself. Okay, and then we have the Frost Dragon Emperor. Very good evolution with that purple. Of course, I'm going to keep saying it. The purple is a nice color in any case. Okay, let's get to the chameleon. This is the Whirlwind Dragon Emperor here. And it will be, by the way, I'm not reading that leader skill. They are like emperors, so obviously they have OP skills, even though their stats are terrible. D turns into this thing, which is just badass. I love it. And then we have the Star Dragon Emperor. Very, very beautiful with the stars and the stuff. But the evolved form, it's just world shattering. Literally, look at that art. This thing like it's shattering the earth under its feet. And the typing is wonderful as well. And I can tell it fits in a rainbow team. Do they all fit in rainbow teams? I did not check that. Let me check it out. No, just him. Just him. So he fits a rainbow team. Okay. And then we have the Steel Dragon Emperor. Now, it's story time. When I first got this thing, I thought he looked mad ugly until I saw the concept. This is a locked away emperor. think Silvally, and that's where they went with this. Silvally versus Silvally Unsealed form. Just look at that thing exploding out of its confines to show you how evil and demonic and crazy this thing is looking. It's a beautiful creature. Oh man. Whew. I'm not gonna lie, G. Looking clean. You know what? I was thinking about doing a bonus episode, but you know what? We're gonna deal with the two of those things now because there's only two of them that I want to actually talk about. Okay, so we got to go to wrong one. Where is it? Where is it? Come on, baby. You know what I'm looking for. No, not that one. Not Legendary Remains. Hold up, give me a second. I have to look up where this thing is because it looks so freaking cool. I think it's over there. Wait, let me... Give me 2 seconds. I really am trying to find this thing. It's so cool. Is it in a normal dungeon? I think. There it is. Legendary Earth. This is where you get the heavy metal dragon. Bro, let me write that down too. I wasn't thinking of putting this in this video. The heavy metal dragon. I think that's how you spell it. Yup, heavy metal dragon. Now I got you. I gotta show you this thing. This thing is one of my favorite designs in this whole game, bro. Look at how menacing this short king looks. By the way, this dude is like stronger, like canon wise, to my canon, stronger than the Emperor's, mind you. I'm gonna go through this man's whole kit, bro, because dog, it evolves into this thing. I use whenever I get a heavy metal dragon, I always cherish it unless I don't need it anymore, because like this evolutions. And as you can see, his skill is about boosted attack for dragons and killers. He gets a lot of killers. I'm not gonna lie. It's based on the evolution you choose, because he gets different kill. Like he has awakened killer and redeemable killer on this one, and then this guy evolves into either this, which has no other evolution, but dog. Look how bro. I cannot tell you how boss this man looks in this form. Or it can evolve into this, which is a captain, and this thing further evolves into an assist that he can wear. If you have two of this guy, you can have him wear it. Or he can evolve into this samurai. This one right here is my favorite design out of all of them. The samurai armor on the black sheet skin is amazing. And his assist is even cooler. And since we only have one left, I might as well throw it in here too. Because it's the starter. It's the starter. Other than the starters you get that I showed earlier, there's this thing. This short king right here. Let me just separate him for a second. Let me manage this. This short king right here. When you get him at the beginning when you first make your account, bro, this thing can carry you a good chunk of the way at the start. Very, 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 very good in this game. You'll want to keep him. You only get one of this guy, by the way. You don't get another one unless you start a whole nother account. And you can't. No, you can't. People can't even get this to you. You only get one of these per account. Be careful with this thing. It doesn't evolve, but this thing is stupid strong. Like stupid strong. But yeah. That's the end of this series, man. This has been fun. This has been fun. I've wanted to get to this for a while, but I haven't been able to. So, yeah. Thank you for watching. I will be pitting a compilation of all of these episodes into one. So for those who want to get all of it, hey, I got you. But I will pit and I mentioned the first one, but I have a series I did that's worth hours of long of entertainment if you wanna go check it out, showing off all the dungeons in this game, the main dungeons in this game and stuff like that. Like the main stuff you want to get done as a player of this game to get some of the best rewards. And it's really fun. I even made a whole team for this account, for this game. It's just very cool. So if you want to mosey on over there and dabble in that, I'm gonna put a link to the Puzzles and Dragons 101 stuff and the link to the other one for the series and the sorry I got to rub my eye in the comment section. That being said, I hope you enjoyed this little series of mine. I've been thinking about it a while now and I wanted to do it. Have yourselves a wonderful day. Peace.